Right boys, so there are two phases to weight loss or any body transformation or recomposition. You got the hype phase and the habit phase. And the reason I make this video is because there's going to be a lot of people moving into the hype phase over Christmas. So during the hype phase, you might watch Sam Sulek or Chris Bumstead motivational training videos, right? You get hyped. You're going to hit the gym, you're going to hit your new diet, and it normally comes around New Year time. So you're hyped up, you've got big expectations, you're setting big goals, and that has absolutely nothing to do with losing weight. Being motivated and being hyped is just a bunch of dopamine in your brain. So you're probably watching YouTube videos, talking to your mates, sat around the Christmas dinner table. You've just had a beer, you've eaten some nice Christmas dinner, Christmas cake, you're feeling good, your dopamine's flowing, and you feel great. So you're setting all these grand goals, what you're going to achieve in the new year. So everything you've done in the hype phase has felt decent. You've watched motivational videos of somebody else doing the hard work, doing what's actually necessary. You sat around eating nice food, feeling good. So that's hype, right? Now, this kind of comes in cycles. So you get hyped, you try and do what you've got to do, it feels difficult, you stop doing it, and then you kind of plateau, and then you get hyped up to do it again. So that's the hype side. That's kind of at the beginning of any body transformation, and you don't want to get stuck there. The second phase is the habit phase. So phase 1 is hype phase, phase 2 habit phase. Phase 2 is what actually works. That's what's going to get you the results. So any change is just going to come as a result of doing habits. Once you've identified the vital behaviours to get a certain outcome, and you do those behaviours, then you're going to get results. So I kind of learnt this from my friend. I'm very hypey. I'm an ideas man. I like thinking about stuff, planning. But that's not where the results come. The results come from doing the same thing every day. So hype is... Oh, this is well wet. Hype is fun to think about, and it's very, what's the word? It's very interesting and enjoyable. Habits are boring. Going to the gym with your mates hyped up on pre-workout, feeling gangster, once is fun. Going on your own, when you wake up at 6 in the morning and it's pissing down with rain and you've got to walk round to the gym and none of your friends are there and you're basically just going through the motions, is boring, but that's a habit. You're not doing it because you're hyped, you're doing it because it's a habit. So you've got to transition from the hype phase. Hype gets you started, but the habit keeps you going and is what actually garners results. So New Year time, Christmas time, you'll probably be hyped and you'll talk to your bros and your mates about what you're going to achieve and what you're going to do. But it's the habits that matter. So make sure when you're getting hyped, you keep in mind what are the actual habits. So like meditation, right, is a habit that gets certain results and it actually works. You can't really get hyped about that. Sitting quietly in a room for 20 minutes a day, there's no hype. But the habit is very powerful and it's boring. So things that actually get results. Look at this. What we got? Where's the stream? I'm going to drop this. Anyway. Yeah, the things that actually get results are pretty boring and mundane. Oh, I'm trying to make a comparison. There's a word. The hype is something and the habit is mundane. But if you do the mundane habit over and over long enough, the results you can get hyped about. So it's a weird thing. You'd think you've got to feel good like every workout is, you know, you've got like people cheering you on or hyping you up. No, most workouts are going to be basically boring. But the results, you might do, like I've been trying to get a muscle up, right? When you're very overweight, just doing pull-ups is difficult. So the idea of a muscle up is quite a big goal. How many pull-ups have you got to not get so you sort of get to there and then can't go any further? A muscle up, you get halfway and can't go any further. That's boring. To do that over and over is a boring habit. There's no hype, there's no one standing there going, oh yeah, he got a quarter of the way to a muscle up. Nobody gives a shit. When I got the first muscle up, then my mates were like hyping me up about it. Same with the abs. For probably 6 years, I was hyping myself up saying I'm going to have abs, I'm going to get abs. And there was no abs. That was boring. You do the boring thing long enough, which is eat the right food, then eventually it will lead to an outcome that you can be hyped about and that your bros will be hyped about. So yeah, phase 1, getting hyped, getting motivated. Phase 2, sticking to the habits that get the result you're after. So do the habits, done. So the actionable step for this is, don't get hyped. Don't do the hype cycle. Just set goals. So this isn't hype, this is tangible goals. So get a bit of paper, write down what your goals are. You're not hyped about them, they're just numbers or words on a bit of paper. Set your goals on one half of the page, and then on the other half write down vital habits to achieve that. So for example, I've got a goal of 180 pounds at 15% body fat. So vital goals are going to be hydration, drink the correct amount of water each day, go to the gym 3 times a week, doing high intensity training, cardio on rest days, eat 2,400 calories per day. These are just boring numbers and words on a page. They're not hype, they're not, but it's exactly how someone like Chris Bumstead would train. He's not hyping himself up. His videos are hype, but they're just numbers on a page. What do I need to achieve? So actionable step is, don't get hyped, write down your goals and write down vital behaviours to achieve those goals. And then the habit is just doing those vital behaviours whether you feel like it or not, whether you're hyped up or not. Forget the hype, do the habits. Done.